Having the opportunity to assemble many of the sets for the second season of Dragon's Rising, I had already said that the villains are vastly outnumbered in basically all the sets. Whether they don't have the same resources or because they are outnumbered, the truth is that it hasn't been a fair fight. This LEGO Ninjago 71813 Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo brought some balance, not to the Force, but to the world of Ninjago, with a Wolf Mask Warrior's Lair. It has 1190 elements and a retail price of 120 euros or dollars, which is equivalent to a price per element of just over 10 cents. Of course, some of our favorite ninjas also enter the set, but they'll have to work hard as the dojo is full of traps that will test their skills and our fingers. Starting with the minifigures, there are 8. On the good guys side, we have Nia, Lloyd, Kai and Zane, all of them in climber version as the set box says. They don't go mountain climbing or caving, but their torsos do have ropes, harnesses and hooks printed on different sides. So far, only Kai appears in this form in other 2 sets of the March wave, with the remaining 3 being exclusive to the set until now. As for the villains, we have Lord Ras, Cinder, Jordana and the Wolf Mask Law Warrior. They all have appeared in other sets, and like our heroes, they all have doubled faces, with the exception of Lord Ras, who has a molded piece as a head. All of them have detailed patterns on the torso, front and back, and legs, front only. The first thing to build is some sort of arena in the middle of rocks, with 2 transparent bars where you can place Cinder and Kai, who will fight against each other. This almost reminds me of American Gladiators, but it's actually a cool play feature and something that children, and some adults like me, may enjoy playing. The last minifigure standing wins. So in the first pack we build some sort of angular rock, which will be kept untouched and almost until the end. We move on to the dojo, starting with the base and surrounding areas. Both pillars are brick built and have a 2x2x13 support inside to provide more stability. To the left, we also build a weapons depot guarded by Jordana, and to the right there is a hidden door in the pillar itself that reveals a sword. Still in this section, we notice that we set up some sort of steps around the pillar with jumper plates, which gives access to the upper floor. There are also some large wedges with some stickered inscriptions which hide the previously mentioned steps. Moving to the upper floor, we build a framed base in a rectangular shape placed on top of Technic bricks, which will be placed later on the pillars through axles. It has an opening in the middle, which will serve as a trapdoor. At the front, 2 handrails decorated with horn spikes, and in the middle we have the main structure of the building, which is practically mirrored between left and right. The walls look like folding screens, and behind these are 2 rooms, one with what seems to be an altar with a sword, and on the other the social room with a teapot and small cups. Or is it sake? A branch with magenta leaves is placed next to the handrail, which activates a trapdoor on this floor when rotated. The roofs are decorated in dark blue with a touch of magenta, with an oriental style, and the building is completed with a beautifully printed dish with what appears to be a blood moon. I really hope we can get this part in the pick-a-brick at lego.com. The building is not yet complete, as it's still missing a tree with a chain where one of the heroes can be shackled, like Zane, as shown in the box. And finally, possibly the best detail of the set, the huge dragon head that sits between the pillars of the dojo, holding a huge gong, with one of this year's new shields embedded in the middle of it. The dragon is very detailed, and I love the simple but perfect technique for the red eyes. The rock built in the first pack is now finally placed in his mouth, which is ready to fall on someone as soon as the gong is touched. There is also room to place 2 zip lines for our ninjas to enter the scene in great style. These are connected to the handrails and the trees below. In conclusion, Ninjago is one of the LEGO's oldest current themes, with sets that appeal to adults and to younger fans, or even both. This set is without a doubt a necessary and expected playset. Villains also need a place to train and prepare, and is full of functions that will lead to many play hours. The arena is a great touch, as are the ziplines, the trapdoor, the several paths or ways that the heroes have to be able to infiltrate the dojo, and so is the dragon trap, my favorite detail of the set. In contrast, I highlight some fragility in the branches or in the base itself next to the trees. Those angular pieces are not enough, and you need to be careful when picking up the model. Some areas also look somewhat empty, but I believe this is because gameplay has been privileged. So, what is your opinion about the set? Are you going to buy it? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Thank you Lego and the Land for sending the set. Opinions on it are my own. I hope you liked the review. If so, comment, share, and you can also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content. In the upcoming days, I'll be posting reviews of this and other themes, especially one that has become one of my favorite sets of Ninjago ever. And don't forget, play well.